Give me a P. Give me an A. Give me an L. Wait, if you're going to say Palestine, you are not getting any more letters. That is not a recognisable word in the UN dictionary. And the long journey on the roundabout to peace in the Middle East took another turn this week when cheeky little Palestine unexpectedly announced that they were going to ask the UN to recognise them as an official state. And they would need to get 9 out of 15 council members to vote for them, with no vetoes from any of the permanent members. And the problem is that on this issue, America has a very twitchy veto finger. It's not that they want to veto a Palestinian state, and it's just their finger. Their finger just loves vetoing Palestinians. They have a very compassionate heart and a very conservative finger. Naughty finger. I think everyone agrees that a two-state solution is the only realistic answer here. What's that finger? Ow! Ow finger! Don't poke me in the eye finger. Naughty finger! Don't you press that veto! Don't you do it! Ah! Veto! Ah! Ah, veto! Veto! Ah!
Well, Palestine has put in a bid to be a full member of the UN with all the benefits that entails, which are basically a free sports hold-all, a set of 6 beer mats with Ban Ki-moon face on, and a 20% discount in Nando's anywhere in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. So we can't...
That's not nothing.
You can see why they're getting so agitated about it. Palestine thinks they should be full members. Israel, any guesses, disagrees with that. And
okay.
America have put the... okay into equivocation. Now, according to one Palestinian academic, one of the problems involved in the current bumpy road towards peace is Tony Blair, the self-proclaimed lifelong peace fan who's been involved in the negotiations in his role as part of the quartet, whatever the that is. And he apparently is not universally popular, and this Palestinian academic said the Palestinian leadership not only distrust him, they disrespect him. His accounts of supposed achievements on behalf of the Palestinian economy are deeply resented as overblown and self-promoting. Zing! That is a 1-star review, John. That is a 1-star... I mean, we in Britain would find it very hard to find that Blair was being overblown and self-promoting. That's just not... It's not the kind of guy he was.
That's not the guy we knew and loved.
No, he just loved democracy. That's all.
Yeah.
That was literally all.
He's a fan of peace in the way that someone would claim they were a fan of Bon Jovi without being able to name who the lead singer was. If this Palestinian bid for statehood fails, Andy, and by if I mean when this fails, because America may or may not veto it, and, you know, when I say may, I mean will veto it, possibly, and by possibly I mean definitely. When this bid fails because America will definitely veto it, Mahmoud Abbas could then, his other option, he could then ask for a vote of the General Assembly for enhanced observer status, where no veto is possible, which would put them on par with the Vatican. They would become as much of a state as the Vatican, and all they would need then is a gigantic reserve of money, and the Swiss will just turn up out of nowhere to guard them. But the best tactic the Palestinians came up with was that they turned up at the UN with their own chair. They'd made a very comfortable-looking blue chair with the UN symbol on the back and the word Palestine written across it, almost as if they wanted to make it as simple a transition for the UN as possible. Look, we've even brought our own chair, and snacks as well. You won't even know that we're here. We'll be invisible, quiet as a mouse. We would just like to table this one little motion about Israel's illegal occupation of Palestine, and then you won't hear another peep out of us, not a peep. And that they should also agree to return to the 1967 borders, but not a squeak. That was our very last squeak. We're not here.
Also, the UN, Ahmadinejad's disappointing performance from him, John. Just crapped out the same old shit at the UN as every year, basically, prompting another predictable walkout. And I just think it's such a shame that he always gets walkouts. I think it would be really interesting just to see the look on his face if the delegates begun by nodding their heads, then after a couple of minutes started applauding at the end of his sentences, and then just broke into a standing ovation halfway through a suggestion that Israel was not on his Christmas card list, just to see how much it threw him off his delivery. There is no way he would be psychologically prepared for that. Absolutely no way.
It is amazing, just that, like, the tone of these walkouts now. As soon as he starts denying the Holocaust took place, you can see delegates go, oh well, here we go. or he should. Next year, he should really leave it right for the end. Because I'm sure there are people that have got early dinner reservations that are just banking on him almost opening with denying the Holocaust. You can't want to see them calling their wives, go, look, I don't know, I think we're going to be late. I think he's not done it yet.